This is episode 8 of the 1 Solana to 100 Solana challenge, and this is a crazy episode, so you're going to want to look at some of the trades. So what happened was we made it almost up to 50 Solana from the last episode on 30. This is a crazy jump, almost 20, up almost $4,000, and this was mainly due to this coin, the RTR, the Trump coin. But it just had a massive dump, and I did end up losing at least 5 sol in that dump. So this is the main portion of the trades towards the end, but I do go in a lot of smaller pools and make around 3 Solana in some earlier positions with some nice fees over the day. Okay, so getting into the first trades for this episode, or pools I should say. First we had the overnight pools with the WDOG coin again. You can see them both here with a $32 and $122. So if I go onto the chart, I had a position set up which just caught this little bit of volume right here at the bottom, but it still gave me about 0.2 Solana. Then I had a bigger one set for this range and I exited it actually around right there. Right now, I actually have a position set up to catch this dump. I could have just exited it, but I started recording this video. And what I did was I caught it dropping in there and bouncing out. And I got quite a lot of the fees. You can see them right there. So I could actually exit now and I would be okay. I would like it to go back to the top though. It looks like the narrative with WDOG could be ending slightly though. You can see the volume spiked. And you can also see that in all of these bins down here, if it does drop right there and come back out, I am all of the fees in this particular pool right now with over 100,000 lot. So it's great for me if it did drop right down here and come back out. That would give me a lot. Next up, I am actually in 2 pools right now. The other one is BTW, or banana tape wall, and it's giving a little bit of the SCF vibes. You can see the volume picked up. I entered on that green line, and if I go to my pool, you can see my fees right now 0.1 and some banana as well. What I'm actually going to do is leave my fees in here. I'm not going to claim them, as I mean, I say this now, I can't say what I'm going to do in the future, but what I'd like it to do is obviously pump out, do a new range, and I can just stack all the fees. But you know, we can't look into the future. It might range for a bit and it might slowly drop down. So at the same time, while I have these other positions open, which look to be giving me good fees right now in the ranges they are at, this other coin called Fuku, it looks like some Chinese cabal coin, has gone absolutely crazy with the volume. These kind of numbers, if I click on 5 minutes, these are huge, you know, 500k in 5 minutes and even more. A few people in the Goose DAO were DLMing this range and made some massive profits, and I got a bit of FOMO and it pumped all the way up, and I just set this range right now only with 1 Solana, as I do not want to risk much on this, as I have, you know, a decent amount locked in these other pools right here. So this has already given me about 0.05, so not a lot, but this is looking like a pretty promising coin, and it might actually, it looks like it has some staying power, so it might be worth going into a bigger position soon. So I'm in DOG and there was a massive dump. It looks like a lot of whales are getting out. Obviously my fees are good, but I am looking to exit, maybe on break even, or we might even have a bit of a loss. So I just exited WDOG because it got a bit sketchy when someone dumped like a few hundred sol or something, and it just in one candle went all the way down. But I did still come out profitable. So if I look at the profit card, it says $20. It was actually a bit more. I've got my little calculator out because I actually sold on the top of a green candle, which was quite good if you look right there. So what I actually made was around 0.3 Solana, so about $50. So I sold my fees early, and then I sold $500 worth, which is 3.2, and I also withdrew of my Solana token 1.5, and I only deposited 5. So I came out with about, as I said, 5.3, 5.2, somewhere between that. And look, you just saw a massive red candle, and yeah, it's just a bit dicey. So very good exit on that, and that is all down to that kind of curve I made, which covered just in case of a dip, because earlier it was trading there, and then I figured it might be a big sell-off, but there should be a bounce at some point, as you know, people's buys get bought up as well. So this is a new coin that launched called RTR, and it is crazy volatile. Now this is a launch on the dynamic vault on Meteora, which you can see right here, and for some reason it opened up a crazy FDV, a lot of liquidity and a lot of crazy buys. Now this is all well and good, but the volatility is crazy, and this is locked on 10%, which is always great to see. There's only 4,000 in this vol. It is all the goose down, and you can see the fees I'm earning right now. It is going absolutely crazy up and down all my ranges. So what I'm going to do is going to claim my fees. I'm probably going to buy some token, and I'm going to deposit it back into one of these positions. So what I'll do is as soon as I receive that, I'll click maximum right here. It's loaded up, and then I'll just add it, and I'll just keep adding my fees. So yeah, it's not even able to add them because it's going so crazy. I would have bought some tokens as well, but it's quite difficult to buy with it moving so much, and you know, the slip is on Jupiter, but I might be able to soon. So I have just claimed some more fees, and I have no idea what's going on with the price, but it is just so volatile. Apparently I've claimed about $180 in fees. Who knows? That's just literally from my last claim. I didn't quite get the best entry. I think a lot of people got better. So this is another quick update, and I put 1 Solana in, and that 1 Solana has made an entire Solana by itself, just in this weird range. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just kind of bought some on Jupiter and put it in this range I have. Looking at the chart, I don't even know what's going on. This is completely wild. I have not seen a printer like this. So what I'm going to do is actually close out this BTW pool. This one is pretty much at the top of my range. It's done what I needed to do, and I might be putting it into my other pool, which is on the crazy coin. So it's been a bit of time on this new position, and this is about 20 minutes, and we've made over 50% in fees. So I will be claiming these, and I think this is going to be a coin I'm going to be DLMMing as long as I can. As long as I'm awake, I'm just going to stay up and make as much profit as I can on this, as these opportunities do not come around every day. So it's been a bit more time. I've just been making some positions, made some fees. You can see I'm up to around 2,600 right now. The coin is just dropping right now. I'm holding some fees in case this is a real Trump coin, and I have around 40 Solana extra. So we're almost on 50 Solana. So that is a great episode, and I'm probably going to keep chasing it, but I think I will end the episode here, where we have had some proper gains. And through this series, we made a lot of small gains in a lot of these last 2 episodes. We're getting 1 sol, 3 sol, 5 sol, and now just sometimes these big winners come along, and that's what you're just trying to do, trying to minimize losses until that one big winner comes.